This is Jack Moelmann, and today is Sunday, the 6th of July, 2014, and we're in the Hyatt Regency in Indianapolis, Indiana. And this is all part of the 2014 annual convention of the American Theater Organ Society. And we've got another interesting person, which we always try to do anyway. His name is Ryan Hardy from Fargo, North Dakota. And, you know, everybody can talk about North Dakota, and it gets a little cold there, I'm sure. But he was one of the finalists in the American Theater Organ Society Young Organist competition, which was held this afternoon. We had 3 finalists, and Ryan was one of those. He didn't make it to first place, but he certainly played very well, and the audience was dazzled. I think you were the first one to play today, and got the standing ovation before anybody else. Anyway, Ryan, welcome, and how are you doing after all that excitement today?
A little tired still, but I took a good nap afterwards, so that helped.
Well, let's start out with, how did you get started in music? And by the way, in the audience here we have the parents, so they're just making sure he tells the truth. How did you all get started in music?
Well, it really, my first experience with music was probably I think it was called kinder music. My parents made me go when I was really little, and you know, I did that for a while, and then I learned piano starting in first grade. And I've been doing that for 10 years. Then organ, I started in 6th grade.
6th grade. Now, I guess we ought to find out how old you are.
As of right now, I'm 16 years old.
Well, I would hope as of right now.
Yeah.
And so then when did the organ start? When you were?
6th grade.
6th grade. And how did we start with the organ?
Well, my grandparents, they lived in Phoenix, Arizona during the winter, and we visited them one year for Christmas.
Where did they live in the they lived in the winter in Phoenix. Where'd they live otherwise? Up in Fargo?
Up in Beach, North Dakota.
Oh, that's the snowbirds that go to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Okay, and what now with the...
So we went out to eat one night for dinner, and it was at Organist Pizza. And that was my first experience with the theater organ.
That's an experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've done a couple concerts there, and it's very intimidating.
Yeah, when before I went there, I was kind of expecting kind of like this rinky-dink church organ on a checkered floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just kind of playing stuff that I probably wouldn't be interested in. But as I walked into the restaurant, I was just kind of amazed. It's just like a thundering sound, and it was really cool.
Who was playing?
Charlie was.
Charlie Baylock. Because you got him and Lou Williams, a terrific organist. So what happened after that?
It just kind of went from there. I went back to Fargo after I finished the visit there, and I kept on begging my mother for organ lessons because I wanted to learn, and that happened, and I studied under Michael Olson for classical organ for about maybe a year or 2.
Do you have an organ at home?
Yep, I have a small 2-manual Con.
Okay, I mean full pedal board or spin it
25.
or what? 25. That was like a Hammond.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean the pedal board.
Yeah, and
is that what you still have?
Yep, still got it.
Okay. And so what happened next?
Let's see. So I was doing organ lessons with Michael, and he invited me down to an open console at the Fargo Theater, which is a 426 Wurlitzer.
Really?
Yeah.
They have one?
Yep.
In Fargo?
It's a pretty neat instrument. It looks like the Radio City Music Hall one.
Hope it works better.
Maybe. Pretty sure it does.
Yeah. So you got to play it.
Yep, I played Stars and Stripes, and now I put that up on my YouTube channel, and that's still up there, I think. It has about 24,000 hits over a couple of years.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And so I did that and thought that was really cool to play. And that year for my birthday, I kept on telling my parents I just want to play that organ one more time and kind of just mess with it a little bit more. So they arranged it, and it happened, and I played a couple of songs. They weren't the best, but they were interesting.
Uh-huh. So So now, where did we meet up with ATOS?
As soon as I probably met Lance Johnson, he's the technician of the Fargo Theater and builds his own organs,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of encouraged me to join.
Like what year?
Oh boy, May 7th grade.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh no.
I can never figure out what year.
Yeah.
Third grade. And, so you've been a member of that.
Yep, for quite a while now. A couple years.
Reading the magazine.
Yep.
You don't have any chapters around there.
Yes, we have one. It's the Red River Valley chapter.
Oh, okay. Are they still alive and well?
They're alive. Yeah, we're running a little low on members, but we're doing well. There's a couple of good organs in the area that we play on, and it's good.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So what was? How did we get into this competition here? What happened?
Well, 2 years ago, like a little while after I just started, I entered actually. Didn't make it past the first round.
Yeah. The recording session.
Yeah, and I was sad at the time, but looking back, I think that was a good thing that I didn't make it.
Well, I think what a lot of people don't realize is, I don't care if all you can play is chopsticks or something. Get into a competition. This is a national competition, and you can say you were in it.
Yeah.
And then as you develop, you can say, well, I've been in it 42 times and finally won something. But participation is the best thing. And competition is everybody's competing with somebody for something. So, okay, yeah. So you won the finalist this year.
Yep, I entered this year and became a finalist.
Were you surprised?
I was actually. We were out of town when we originally got the call, and then John Ledwin, he left a message on our answering machine, and my mom and I, were just kind of really surprised that I actually made it, and I wasn't thinking I would. I wasn't sure how many competitors there would be, but I'm pretty happy. I think it turned out well. Okay,
and let's see, you played what, about 15, 20 minutes? Or?
About, yeah.
You were the tallest one anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And, okay, what, have you played in public anywhere besides today? I mean, up in there, you've done a couple things here.
Yep. Every summer and winter there's a summer kids series at the Fargo Theater. That's where they show a whole bunch of kids movies. Like I just played for the Lego movie. That was a packed house. And so I play those, it's like 2 performances or prologues a day. Or not a day, like every Wednesday. And that keeps me busy, keeps me learning new songs. And hope to play the regular movie prologues coming up really soon.
Okay, were you nervous today?
Oh yeah, I was nervous like right before I started, but as soon as I maybe got halfway through the first piece, I was just having fun.
Now, I don't care. Most people, when they get done doing something, they quickly do a self-evaluation, and they say, yeah, I did good, or oh, that was terrible. Like I was on the stage there tonight, and I came off, and 30 seconds, did I do okay? I don't know. And I usually agree with myself, but what was your reaction when the organ thing went down and you walked out the door, off the stage there? How'd you evaluate what you did to yourself?
Yeah, I thought I did better than what I was expecting I would. Like I had my music binder all up there ready just in case.
Never used it though, did you?
Never used it, but yeah, I always had the fear that I'd just miss the whole section out of a ballad or a classical piece I played.
Yeah, I heard that you'd asked if you could use the music, and I mean, I don't care. The best of them use music. Look at them tonight. Of course, it was falling on the floor, but it's a security blanket if nothing else. Okay, I don't know who all gets to see these videos, but some people just happen on them by accident. Maybe some friends of yours, that people that saw you today. What would be your advice to young people about, should they get into music? Should they think about it? Is the theater organ too strange or uncommon? What would you tell to somebody that just happened on this thing on YouTube about music and what they ought to maybe look into other than rock and roll and stuff like that?
I'd just say, just give it a shot because there's so much that you can do with it, and like you don't have to have the professional teachers. You can just kind of just keep going, practice a lot, and there you can do some fun songs. It's not just like the 20s songs that kids these days don't normally know. Like you don't hear them on the radio.
Mhm.
So you can do a lot of other stuff like popular songs
Like
today.
they don't know "Shine on Harvest Moon" or something like that. Of course not. I don't know. Do we ever say how old you were?
Yeah. Yep.
We
16.
did
16.
on the tape here.
Yeah.
Oh, how old are you? I forgot.
16.
Okay, now that puts you where in school? I can never keep.
I'm going into junior year.
Junior. Now what happens after high school?
Planning on going to college.
Doing what? Studying what?
It could be anything right now. It's everything from, being an entertainer or band teacher to a mechanical engineer. So.
Okay, is that that's good. I'm an electrical engineer, but where does music fit into the future here?
I don't know. Like I mentioned, it could be like a band teacher, but
Mhm.
I don't know. It could just be a side hobby, but I don't know. It'd be fun to make it full time.
It'd be fun, but unless you get really into something, I mean, I haven't seen too many Michael Jackson organists, So,
That is true.
well, okay, let's kind of conclude this, and I'll give you the last word, and you can say whatever you want to whoever wants to see this thing. But we certainly congratulate you on your accomplishments. Now, because you've gotten this far with 460 people in the audience looking at you today, somebody's going to be looking at you to be doing bigger and better things.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people there to help you,
That's
like the scholarship, if you want to go get a scholarship or something. So I'll just close it out and you get the last word. It's the 6th of July, not for long. And 2014, we're in Indianapolis at the Hyatt Regency Hotel as part of the American Theater Organ Society annual convention. And we've got Ryan Hardy here from North Dakota, Fargo, North Dakota, competition winner this afternoon. So we thank you and we wish you well. You get the last word.
Well, I just want to say thanks to Lance Johnson and Tyler Amberg, the two theater organ teachers that I've had, and they've been a big help and got me where I am today.
You want to say hello to anybody else and your friends or whatever that you might play this for?
I don't know. I'd just like to say hi to the finalists because I think they all did really well, and I was very impressed with their performances today. So
Well, you were very good yourself. So we'll sign off and we'll see the audience of these things in another YouTube show soon.